Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of MMA 24/7 Quick Hits. I'm your host, Johnny Brown. Today we have two guests. These guys will be headlining Johnathan Ivey's Cage Fighting Championships #2, August 19th. It will be a rematch from their March encounter, Kyle Lee versus Najee Blackwell. And man, this is going to be a great fight. I'm so glad we got both these guests on. And let's waste no time. Let's introduce our first guest. You can catch him August 19th. He won the first encounter, Kyle Lee. How you doing today, Kyle?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. Let's jump into it, though. This is a rematch from your March fight, that won fight of the night, a great performance, a hard-fought victory in a decision win. Do you think this will go to decision, or do you see it playing out where you get the finish this time?
I really think I just hadn't trained a whole lot for that fight, so this time I just don't see it going to decision at all. Like, I had too many opportunities to finish the fight that I just didn't finish because I was just out of training for so long.
This big main event fight is for the belt. I mean, what would it mean to you to take home that gold belt August 19th?
Oh, man, it'd be one of the biggest honors. Just fighting for Ivey the first time was a big honor, but now headlining for him is a whole different thing, and not even talking about the belt. So that's going to be a huge thing if I accomplish that. So
right on. Now, where have you been training at leading up to this fight?
I've been training at Chris White's Extreme Martial Arts with him and J.R. Perry. He's been working my grappling. Chris White's been my striking coach. I've been doing some cross-training at Nashville MMA and stuff a little bit.
I'm always curious about how fighters get into the sport, what their background is. How did you get into the sport of MMA?
Man, I started doing Taekwondo when I was 6 years old. Thought I was Bruce Lee before then even. So it's just like it was destined to be. It's all I do now. I teach at Title Boxing Club Nashville and East Nashville, and literally, it's my full-time job is just beating stuff up all the time, and just evolved to it. I just started doing kickboxing fights and moved to MMA and stuff. So,
all right, Kyle, I'm going to let you have the floor. Any sponsors, training partners, anyone you want to give a shout-out to, here's the time. The floor is yours, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to Ron Moss. He was my original coach. A lot to him, a lot of what I know to him, Brian Moore. And special thanks to Chris White and J.R. Perry, James Ferry for just training me throughout this camp and giving me their all. So other than that, that's about it, man.
There he is, Kyle Lee. You can catch him in action August 19th for Johnathan Ivey's Cage Fighting Championships #2. Thanks for joining us today, Kyle.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Have a great night.
Let's roll on to his opponent, August 19th, Johnathan Ivey's Cage Fighting Championships #2, Najee Blackwell. He lost the first fight. He's coming back for revenge. I know he's going to be hungry. And here you go, Najee. You there, man? How's it going?
I'm doing fine. Yourself, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. Let's get into it. August 19th, the rematch. The first fight was amazing, fight of the night. But you came up a little short on the judges' scorecards. What have you been doing in preparation to get the win on August 19th, to get that victory back?
I worked on a little bit of everything. Strength, speed, accuracy, precision, endurance. Because endurance was a big thing in my first fight, so I worked on that really hard so I can be ready to go this time.
Now, I'm curious. Some fighters really thrive off those back-and-forth wars, those fight-of-the-night type fights. Are you one of those fighters, or do you prefer to get in and out real quick and get the quick finish?
Oh, yes, I love the fans. There was a moment in the ring where I was tired, and I heard the fans chanting my name, and it just gave me that extra boost to keep going. But, I mean, me personally, I go in there to get the job done, whichever way it falls. Anybody who knows competes, they know that anything can happen any given night. So it all depends on how the night falls. But if I can get the knockout, go for the knockout. If we have to go to decision, then it is what it is.
Right on. Now, where have you been training at in preparation for the rematch?
Harris Hawk Combat Sports.
And what's your background, and how did you get started in the sport?
Actually, I came in fresh. I'm an active duty soldier. I'm down here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And I just always loved the whole sport. So one day I just was driving around and I was looking up places, and Harris Hawk was one of the first places I came and checked out, and I fell in love with it. The instructors are great. The things they teach are amazing. It's a good workout, so I stuck with it.
Before we let you go, Najee, I'm going to let you have the floor. Any sponsors, friends, anyone you want to give a shout-out to, the floor is yours, man.
Okay, first off, I want to thank God, first and foremost. Secondly, I want to thank my coaches, my training partners, everybody at Harris Hawk, my whole team. Without them, without them pushing me, I wouldn't be where I am or preparing the correct way. And thirdly, I want to shout out to all my fans and family out there. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. And last shout out to Kyle. He's a great fighter. I want to say thank you for taking the rematch, and let's go ahead and get a crowd what they want again.
There he is. Catch him August 19th, the headlining attraction at Johnathan Ivey's Cage Fighting Championships #2. Thanks for joining us today, Najee.
No problem, sir. Thank you.
That's our episode for today. Thanks everyone for listening. Check those guys out. Kyle Lee, Najee Blackwell, headlining the August 19th Johnathan Ivey's Cage Fighting Championships #2. We'll put their information in the description of the video. If you don't already like MMA 24/7, please give us a like on Facebook. We have great content always, and we really appreciate you listening. Have a great day.